皆様、安倍晋三
Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is arriving. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. I would like to congratulate the opening of the first Tokyo Global Dialogue held at the milestone of the. We are very honored to be able to have Prime Minister Abe at the opening of the first Tokyo Global Dialogue. And he has the longest record in his office as Prime Minister after the World War II. And he is really he has top-level diplomacy. He actually went to 80 countries, and we are very, very honored to have him on this podium. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Shinzo Abe. I would like to congratulate the opening of the first Tokyo Global Dialogue held at the milestone of the 60th anniversary of the Japan Institute of International Affairs. I pay respect to the efforts of all concerned parties who worked for the Global Dialogue, and I wholeheartedly welcome all of you who came from overseas. This institute has questioned how policy should be in a wide range of fields, not just limited to diplomacy and security, but also in economy, disarmament, science and technology, and disparity, ever since it was established in December 1959 under the advocacy of Prime Minister Shigeru Yoshida. After 60 years of progress, JIIA is now further enhancing its presence in the world as Asia's best think tank. I understand that the JIIA intends to nurture the Tokyo Global Dialogue into a major international conference. And I have high expectation for its development. As protectionism spreads in the world with increasing tension around trade, I strongly promoted economic partnership agreements such as TPP-11 and the Japan-EU EPA. And recently, I signed the Japan-US trade agreement. In the Diet, it is under deliberation.
As a result, a free economic sphere covering 60% of the world economy will be born, centering around Japan. As the flag bearer of free trade, we will work toward early conclusion of RCEP in order to extend or expand the new economic sphere of the 21st century based on free and transparent rules. In the evening today, the new president of the EU, Ms. von der Leyen, I talked with her over the phone, and together we agreed on the following point. This year, Japan-EU's EPA that we concluded this year, and this is beneficial to both of us. We agreed on that. For example, through this EPA, Japan's beef export increased 30%. This is the area of most concern, but in this area we are benefiting. And Japanese wine as well. Its export increased by 50%. Well, the actual level was very low to start with, but I do have an expectation that it will grow. But this is not something that Japan unilaterally benefits, and EU benefits as well. EPA is such an existence. It's not that one party gets the most benefit at the cost, at the sacrifice of the other. So this is the new economic sphere based on the free and fair rules, and I would like it to be expanded. Also, we will make the vast seas from the Indian Ocean to the Pacific Ocean into the global commons to serve as the foundation of peace, prosperity of the region and of the world, based on the universal rules such as rule of law, freedom of navigation, and peaceful resolution of the conflicts. Based on that idea, Japan has been promoting the vision of free and open Indo-Pacific. This vision is being shared by the United States, Australia, India, EU, and ASEAN member countries. U.S. changed the name of the Pacific Command to Indo-Pacific Command. And what Japan proposed is being shared by the rest of the world. Japan will continue to take the leadership to realize this vision, working together with all the countries who share this vision of FIOP. The important thing is to put it into practice. It is my expectation that the world-leading experts like all of you here have active discussions on the imminent challenges the international community is facing, including the ones I have mentioned, so that the Tokyo Global Dialogue will be a resounding success. In conclusion, let me wish that the Japan Institute of International Affairs continue to engage in formulating informative policy recommendations from strategic viewpoint and to grow and advance as a think tank going forward. Earlier, I attended the wake of the former Prime Minister Nakasone, the president of LDP. My father was long been the foreign minister under Mr. Nakasone, and I was a secretary to my father back then. The foreign minister attended when the prime minister went overseas. I remember I accompanied Mr. Nakasone when he went overseas. With the big vision, he was promoting the strategic diplomacy, and I was there to witness that, and that benefited me a lot. He was always feeling the responsibility to promote the national interest, and I myself would like to work for the enhancement of the national interest. I would like to pay due respect to Mr. Nakasone, who have done all this. He was 101 years old when he passed away. I am only 65 years old, and I have many days, not as a prime minister, but as a person, as a Japanese national. I think I have many days to contribute to the development of Japan. I would like to conclude my remark by wishing you all the great success. Thank you.
Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, thank you very much indeed.
皆様、安倍総理大臣がご退席されます。
Please give Prime Minister Abe with a big round of applause once again.